Hey guys, welcome to Storytime, part 24. When I was a correction officer back in the 90s. Let's get into it. Okay guys, let's get into it. I told y'all I'm going to get a little deep in it as my story time go. I'm trying to, abide by the rules of TikTok and give y'all the stories that I witnessed and was actually there. So this story time is about a male inmate who was tired of being raped by his cellmate. Yeah, let's talk about it. Okay, so again, working in Southeast 2, because y'all know I was assigned there, right? One of the biggest housing unit, but let's go. Working in Southeast 2, there was an inmate that, and I know their names, I remember. Well, there's the inmate that was on our detail in Southeast 2. Well, we had, they double cells. So that means that, not double, it's double bunk. So that means that it's two people in the cells because, the bunk beds. And this particular guy was placed in a cell with this detail inmate. Now, mind you, this detail inmate, when I tell you this nigga looked like something on the street that me and all the other women would be like, oh yeah, he was fine. Body cut up. And yeah. And he was known in the city too. And he was in a cell with a one of those I would say the girly kind of inmate. And this particular day, I used to see the inmate, and they were always like be by themselves or sit over in the corner, didn't do too much talking. And usually the girly kinds, they'll come up and talk to you and stuff like that, or ask you like, where did you get your nails done, or where did you get your who did your hair, or where you get those, like just anything. But this particular one, he would just like be like to himself, didn't talk too much. Well, come to find out, I guess he was just tired of being assaulted. So he came over to me and he said, Officer Whoop-de-Whoop, can I speak with you in private? And so, like in our little Sally Port, there's like a little, it's not an office, but it's like a little, like a room where you can go in and like when inmates are need to talk to you about certain things and stuff like that. So I told the other officer, I said, watch the bubble. I'm going to go and talk to this inmate. So I pulled him out and I brought him into the little Sally Port, to the room on the side. And I said, what's wrong? What's going on? And he was just like, you have got to get me out of this this cell with that with that guy. And I was like, well, what's wrong? He was like, I've got to get out of there. And if not, I don't know what's going to happen to me. He's constantly sexually assaulting me. Like, he's raping me, and I don't know what to do. And I'm scared. And he threatened me and said if I said anything or if I told someone that he was going to hurt me. But I just can't take it no more. I got a lot going on. I can't take it no more. And I just can't. And with that being said, this guy, and and you could see the tears rolling down his eyes. He was tired. And that's the thing. A lot of times you don't know what's going on. And you would have never thought this particular guy would be sexually assaulting this other inmate. Because he had a whole family, and like inmates, they would share, like, look at my wife, look at my kids. And the whole time, they don't even have a clue what they in here doing. So what happened was, I just told him, I said, well, you go on back, you go back into the, we're going to go back. You're going to have to like, act like, we was just talking about, whatever. If he's seen anything, not to say that you know what to do. And I went and I talked to my lieutenant, and I was just like, he's got to be moved because his best bet is probably to go to North 2, protected custody or administrative segregation, because he's been constantly raped by his cellie, and he's tired. He can't take it anymore, and he literally broke down. And so the lieutenant came, and we told him, we said, cell number such and such, pack your bags, you're leaving. And he looked over at me like, and he paid it off like, and then I said, yeah, cell 20. We didn't do it right away. We waited like a couple of hours before we did anything, because then it would have looked hot that he's sitting up there telling the officers, what was going on. But anyway, he did. The lieutenant came, he packed up his stuff, and we got him out of there. But that just goes to show you, this is another day at the DOC, Department of Correction. Man, these stories, they're going to get even worse. I hope TikTok allowed me to continue to share my stories, because I just think this is very important to know. So you never know who you're in a cell with. You never know who that person really is until they're in prison, and that's their life. So yeah, stay tuned for part 25, I think. Yeah.